Alright, what is up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris and today I am back with another video here. If you're new to the channel or new clicking upon this video, my name is Chris. I do Flyers content here on YouTube, discussion videos like this one, game recaps, all that stuff. If you like how any of that sounds, hit the subscribe button down below. So, coming to you pretty late, I just banged the crap out of my desk, I apologize. 12:11 Eastern. In the morning, 12:11 a.m. Monday, the Flyers made a small trade just around an hour ago. Isaac Ratcliffe traded to Nashville in exchange for future considerations. You have to think that this is a type of move that is probably going to lead to something else. I have a feeling that the $813,750 that Ratcliffe makes is probably going to be something that is used in recent or at least in upcoming trades, things like that. The Flyers obviously are very tight with cap. We should really, in my opinion, I think the Flyers should be taking on as much salary cap for, expiring deals right now. We should be doing what Minnesota is doing. They retained 25% of the Tarasenko, O'Reilly, like all that stuff. Like we should be doing that as well, and we're not. So, look, I mean, I think for Van Riemsdyk and all this stuff, like you have to think that these type of trades are going to lead to something. I think JVR and Braun will go at the deadline. I think the Flyers will keep Sealer, but I'll talk about that in a second. And then there's Hayes. I don't think Hayes is going to get dealt. If he is, it's probably off season, but that doesn't, I don't know. I'm kind of 50-50 on that because I think there's some good things with Hayes. I think there's some bad things. But obviously we'll see. For this trade, though, again, it probably leads to something cap-wise for the Flyers. And Ratcliffe, he just, I knew that he wasn't, the org was very down on him. So this doesn't really shock me. Ratcliffe is 24, he tallied 4 points, 22 penalty minutes, and 1 game-winning goal in 26 games this year with the Phantoms. In the AHL, again, 6'5", 203. In his AHL career, he had 56 points, 142 penalty minutes, 3 power play goals, and 2 game-winning goals, and 162 games with the Phantoms in 5 seasons, spanning from the 2017-18 season, and then from 2019 to 2023. Obviously, made his debut last year with the Flyers in January of that season, the game where the Flyers broke the 13-game losing streak against Los Angeles. Played 10 games last year, a goal, 3 assists, 4 points, scored his first NHL goal on February 9th. Ratcliffe, he was what he was. I think for Ratcliffe, it was just, you never really saw legit development. It was just like he kind of stayed the same, I felt like. I never really saw much of an improvement. Again, just looking at the numbers, obviously the 50 goals in junior, 82 points, 65 games. Next couple of years, plays 53 games with 15 points, 22 games with 8 points, 59 games with 28 points, and this year 26 games with 4 points. He hasn't stayed healthy. He hasn't been able to just kind of keep that going, and it just didn't really work out for the Flyers. He was put on waivers to start this season. Obviously, he got the qualifying offer, re-signed as an RFA. 1 year, 2-way deal. And again, $813,750 was the offer for Ratcliffe, and the contract he signed, that was a 1-way deal. But yeah, so for Ratcliffe and for the Flyers, I mean, look, I don't really think this is going to turn into anything crazy. I just think for right now, this is probably going to be something that leads into future things. Especially with, again, our cap space, and also for the Flyers, and you're looking at that Tanner Jeannot trade, which is just insane to me. Like the return on this, because Tampa gets Tanner Jeannot, and Nashville gets a first in 2025, which is top 10 protected, a second in 2024, a third, a fourth, and a fifth in 2023, and a roster player in Cal Foot. You get a roster player and 5 draft picks for Tanner Jeannot, who's a free agent at the end of this season, making $800,000, and Also, he's only got 14 points. It really makes you wonder what the Flyers can get for Van Riemsdyk and Sealer, especially Sealer, because on that type of contract. And I know it's different. Geno's a forward. He had the really good season last year with the Predators. Not as much offensively this year, but it really makes you wonder with Sealer because he has term. He has 1 year left on his deal, and that's a two-way deal next season. So he could get sent down with the Phantoms if that were to be the case. But that's obviously next year's issue, and it changes into a two-way contract. Excuse me, and it's $25,000 less. It's $775,000. So it really makes you wonder what can happen in these next couple of days. Obviously, it's been a big day in the NHL with trades and stuff like that. But the Flyers, something is brewing. You can tell because they wouldn't be making this type of move, trying to just kind of get rid of a contract to, not do anything else. So obviously we'll see what happens. Let me know your guys' thoughts below. Again, it came in late, but hey, that is what it is. That's the NHL, and a lot of crazy things that the Devils getting Timo Meier was really unfortunate to see as a Flyers fan, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let me know your guys' thoughts below. Remember to hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you all again soon.